And today we're going to make a scene card, and I've used the DSP actually that went with Buddy, Bonanza Buddy, but you can do this with any animals, anything really. It's the principle of the card that I'm making, so it's a fun fold really. I'm making it in Bermuda Bay, which is sadly retiring. So to start with, you will need 2 pieces of card that measure 10 inches by 6 inches. And I'm sure that I've done that. I'm just going to double check that, but I'm sure, yeah, I have. Okay, so we're going to do this on each of the 10-inch cards. So you're going to put it in at 1/2 inch. Now, make sure that you do line up your 1/2 inch absolutely bang on and then score that. Then you're going to move it along to 1 inch and score that. Then you're going to move it along to 1.5 inches, score that. Then 2 inches and score. 2.5, score. 3, score. 3.5, score. And 4. So just make sure that when you do that, you absolutely line those up. I've pre-scored mine so that I could spend time making sure those score lines are absolutely bang on. Okay, let me just move my trimmer out of the way. So what we're going to do is where you've got the square piece, you are going to put on your piece of DSP. Now, I've already gone ahead and cut all my DSP out. I'm just checking which is my largest. So I've already cut 6 by 6 pieces. So you want to cut yourself 4 6 by 6 pieces. If it has got a direction, you want to make sure that it's facing the right way. And I've gone ahead using the second one down from the Dormarama dies. Now, I do believe these, I think, are retiring. So I've got these, which means I will continue to use them. So if you follow me, I'd advise you, so that you're not disappointed later on when I pull it out, I would advise you to buy those Dormarama, I can't say it, dies. So it's the second one down from the largest that I've used, and all I've done is eyeball it. Because they're sort of a wiggly shape, you don't need them to be exact. So I'm just going to go round, and as I say, you can use any DSP you want. It doesn't have to be patterned same as mine. I'm on a journey of trying to use up my DSP, so I'm trying to heavily focus everything with DSP. This is presents, so it has got a right and a wrong way. So I'm absolutely going to put that on my fold line. I'm just going to see where my fold line is. Okay, so just gonna squash that down. It looks as though it's coming up a bit. That's it. So that covers exactly the 6 inch. Now I'm going to place my Dormarama die back in exactly where it was. You could stick this on first and then cut it out. I didn't think about that till later. So you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to bring in my die cutting machine. And we're going to put this on and cut it out. So it's going to be slightly off for you to see. You'll see it coming through. So I'm just going to make sure it's exactly fitting on top. and then do my sandwich. So I'm gonna get, that might not be quite, sorry about this, I'm working, it's right above where you can see, you can only see the handle, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. So hopefully this will wind through. Now I'm going to get tangled up in my wires. Just let me put my wires out of my way. Okay, so I'm going to take this through, and I'm only going to take it through as far as when I know it's just run over the die, which you can hear that, and take it back. That's because the score lines that I've just put in, I don't want them to, let's get rid of my die machine, start making a mess of my score lines. So you'll have got that to use on another project, so don't throw that away. Whether I'll use it in this one, I don't know. So we've done that one. I then cut out, so that was the next largest. I'm going to put that back so you can see. So it was the next largest, and then it was the third one down that way. And so I've cut that out ahead of time, and then the next one down to that, I've cut that one down. There we go, it goes there. Now it doesn't matter which way round you put them, because it will add to it. I happen to have put them the same way round, which I was not planning on doing, but hey ho. Okay, so we've got that one like that. Now what I'm going to do is we want to turn it over to fold the first of your creases. So I'm going to really burnish that well, and we're going to concertina this. So just take your time in this and give it really good burnishes. And just going to carry on with that concertina. Okay, just giving those really good creases. So we've prepared the 10-inch by doing those half-inch score lines. So we've prepared that, and we've then stuck one DSP on and with our non-cutout, with our cutout, so that we can cut it out right. Because this is going to be the front, so we need that concertina to go that way. Now we're going to bring in the other one, and this time I'm going to fold this one up and burnish. But before I do any more, I'm going to stick the back piece. So this, I've just left the 6x6, no cutouts on this one. So I'm just going to stick this on, and I have put the crease going the right way, so I know where I want it to go. So there we go, that should fill all of it. There, a 6x6, don't let it go over your crease, just make sure it's all there. Okay, right, now just put that down. Now on this one, I'm going to go the back. I can see there's a little bit of the DSP poking out, so just going to go down and trim the DSP, only a hair's breadth off. That's it. And there's a bit along the top, so just going to come in and just do that on the top. So okay, let's just move those out of the way. I'm just going to look at this one. I think that one's got a little bit as well, so just going to go in, trim a little bit off. Set and got some just bits of fuzz. Okay, so I'm going to go in now and burnish these. So I'm folded over first, and then we're going to bring it back and do all our concertinas again. Just give that a good burnish. What have I got underneath here? I've got the other scissors. Okay. Oh, let me put these out of my way a minute. There we go. Okay. So we're just going to carry on concertina-ing this. Give that nice solid crease. Okay. And then let's give that nice crease, and there. Okay, so we should have got one going one way and then one going the other way. So obviously we're going to glue this down now to the outside. So I'm just going to leave this side, but I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to use wet glue. I'm going to risk it. So I'm going to use quite a bit of glue going down. Right. So that will be on there. So just going to bring that round. Make sure that this is exactly together. Make sure it's exact. There we go. That's okay. Just gonna keep working it until I'm absolutely happy with the sides. That's it. And make sure you've got it facing the right way. So that's really important. You've got it facing the right way. Now we're going to decorate the back first. So as I say, I've got some pieces already done. I'm just going to get these out now. Hope I don't lose any on the way. I've done a cupcake for the cake. So I've done that ahead of time. This was a free celebration we had quite a while back. And what I thought I'd do is I got out of the little treats. I'll just double check that one for you. Oh, Sweet Little Stocking. Sorry, it's Sweet Little Stocking. And I thought I'd have the little cat poking over the back. And I think it's getting lost in there. So this is where the piece that I've cut out now will come in. So I'm going to pop that, I think, on the back. Now it doesn't matter if it's not the same way as that is the same way actually as the original. It doesn't matter if it's not in the same position, but I think I don't know whether I do want it going that way or whether I want to go that way. I'm just going to look at the last piece that's going to go on, and that's going to go on there. No, it does need to be that way, so I will put it that way. Okay, so I'm roughly looking to put that in the middle. That's it, that now it doesn't get lost on it. so we'll do that. Right, so before I do anything else, I'm going to pop that down. So this is a card made on the fly, so I like to do things on the fly. I have an idea in my head, and I've done so much of the prep work, but not all of it. Okay, so gonna look to put in that roughly in the middle. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, doesn't matter if it's not exact. And I'm going to bring in the cupcake pieces. So we've got this little bit, I think can go on there. That's going to sit on the top there. So I'm just looking at the position of it at the minute, and then we'll have the cat hanging over the top. And I've also got some candles. Now my little man is 2, so this cupcake die, it has actually got 3, but I will use the M1 as actually a gluing situation going off there for me. So I think actually though I'm going to put this on dimensionals. So let me bring in my dimensionals. So do I have that and that coming off? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll glue. So look for that kind of in there. And I'm going to glue that one down, I think, am I? Let's double check how I want it. So do I want that one to go? No, I'm going to put it all up on dimensionals there. Made my mind up, all going on dimensionals. A little mini for that bit there. So let's pull these together. And that gives you tuck room then when you bring it up on dimensionals. So I'm gonna bring that roughly in the centre-ish and at the bottom there. And then I'm gonna put this on a dimensional 2. So it's a good job I've got my minis out because I'm using the big ones and the mini ones. So let's see how that goes. Does it want to go that away? Let's just tuck that. I'm just going to tuck that under there like that. And then this can go on the top like that. So I want bigger dimensionals for that. So let's put some dimensionals on there. And that's it. There we go. I'll bring that kind of sitting there. And it doesn't matter if it's straight or not, it will work. And I did the candles. Now I really love the flames, and to say, if you follow me, you will have seen that I used the splashers out of the other free one we got, which was the hippo. What's I done with my pokey tool? I had it a minute ago. Yes, dropped it on the floor. Okay, they are great for flames. So I'm going to do different size flames. So I'm going to pick the smaller frame for the flame for the next one. And I just think these are great. That's it. I'm going to stick that on the top here. That's it. Okay, and this is going to go hiding underneath here, and the cat is going to hide and kind of have his paws on the cake, I think, like that. So I do need a little bit of a dimensional underneath. Now I've stuck the dimensional to my nail. Good start, isn't it? Right, So let's position that going off like that maybe, and then we'll put the paws. Oh, we want the paws. I'm going to take a little bit off there. Yeah, that'll do fine, and then I can put a little bit of glue on there, and then a dimensional on my cat, and his whiskers can tuck under the first candle like that, give that bit of different movement. So it's 2 little candles coming on the cake there, and then I thought I'd have some sprinkles on the cake, and I probably knock them about. And I'm going to see what these look like, because this is just a bit different colour, but I think I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to stick, I think I'll stick one on at a time. So this is where you take your pick tool, comes in handy. Let's see if I can make some putty come up. I think I've got just about enough. Yeah, I think that's coming up, and release it. That's hopefully that does it. Right, so I'm going to stick one here. So again, these are out of the cupcake one. Turn them on the side, pick them up with me. So I'll just do them all over the place. So I'm going to do one at a time so I can see where I've put it. As long as you do odd numbers, that's the key. I think I've put it there. That's right, that way. Oops, taking my putty with me. I think I'll probably put that in. Let's put that down a bit. We'll do one down here. Now I've lost me. Let's not do that way. Let's do that way. Do one just there. There you go. Do one up there. That's it. I think I want one on the bottom here. Just make sure that you've got an odd number. That's all I'm looking for, an odd number. And I think I'll have one in this bottom corner here. So all little hearts. I'm hoping I was in camera shot for that. Apologies if I wasn't. Right, so that is my first layer that I'm doing. I might put something else on later. I'm just going to see how it looks, because obviously I don't know at this point how it's going to look. Right, so I've got one piece there. I'm just weighing up where all my pieces are. So we're going to stick. Now, we're going to miss that one. So the next fold over is there. And we're going to stick the next largest. Remember again to actually make sure that you've got your DSP the right way. So mine's going to stick there like that. No, I don't want it that one. I want the smallest one. So it's the smallest one you want next. I nearly made a mistake then. So I'm going to put my glue all going down the edge there. And then make sure I've got my DSP the right way. And that should nicely fit right in there. Okay, so it looks as though I Could have done with my cupcake being a bit lower, but that's okay because no, I think that's perfect actually. Because the idea is you're going to be able to look up and down in this card. So I'm getting that tucked in. Make sure it's all tucked in. Now take your time with it, don't rush it. Now make sure it's absolutely against that fold and then go down. Okay. And I'm going to decide on which one I want. So I don't know whether I want my pecan or my koala or my lion first. So I've got to decide on which one I want. I think I'm going to go originally for my pecan, and I'm just going to glue him. So I'm just going to see I think I'll position him about there. So I'm going to just put him on the pecan's body and position him there, I think. Let's see how that will go on there. So yeah, I might pull him down just a fraction. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on the end of the balloon that will secure the balloon. Now I have another pecan that is going to be there as well. Not sure where I want to put him, whether I want to put him the same side. I might put him the same side, I think. Put him the same side. So he's going to go about there. But what I've got now, oh, I can put a bit on his hat as well. I've now wiped glue on my balloons. Let me just put my pecan there and just get my, whoops, got off my gleams before it sets. Okay. And what I'm going to got is from the same one, I have got the happy birthdays. So I used an old set for the happy birthday, thoughtful banners, and that just fitted on to this. You could just get the birthday on and happy, and I've done 3 of those. I think he's kind of like saying happy birthday. So just I'll just put it there today. So he's saying happy birthday coming out there. Okay, now I'm happy with that. I'm then going to glue the other side. So remember, I've missed one and then I'm gluing. So I'm just going to put some glue down that side and then just bring that in to glue it. Okay. Okay, and so we're seeing how it's looking so far. And then we'll come in with the next one. So missing a whole one. I'll put it on the back. Have I done that right? Goes on the back of there. Yeah, that's fine. So again, I'm going to put glue down this side again, and make sure I've got it the right way. Only do 4. Make sure my presents are facing. So if your DSP, you've got a directional one, just keep making sure that you've got it the right way. Just going to make sure that he's there. So the idea is you will be peeping through this, so you will be able to see the happy birthday because you're peeping through it. So I'm hoping you're getting that. 1, 2, 3. I'm just checking that I did only the 3. Yeah, that must be it. Okay, so oh, before I put any more of this, I wanted to put some buntings up, so I want something that's going to show more. That's it. So gonna have the bunting now. I should have put this probably on beforehand. I don't know whether got to see how he's looking. I might do something different with those actually. Right, I think I'm going to go for putting my tigers. I might put my tigers going underneath. Where's his balloon? After, no, I'm going to put it on top again. Just get tigers with his balloon, and then I think I'll stick him up there. So he can go up there, and then he can have the happy birthday coming from him as well. Okay, there we go, and then we're going to stick that then on that. So pull that down. Hang on. Have I done it on the right one? Yeah. Seem to have got. Oh yeah. I wondered why I've got 2 left, and of course I've got 2 left because I've got to stick that on there, haven't I? So, right. Now, actually, that's not working out how I quite wanted it to. I think I should have cut these slightly differently because that is not sticking out, it's falling back. Let's see when I sit. It's not sitting. I think I need to take a little bit off, so I'm going to have to cut. So actually I think you need to make them 6 inches. Instead of making it 6 inches square, I'd make it 6 inches from, see, I've done that wonky now, 6 inches top to bottom. I'll just show you again in a minute, and I don't know whether I'll be able to just alter this a bit. But it's ripping the paper. So the trouble is my glue is very good glue. and I would do it 5 7/8 going across. So this is so much for me doing my thing in the centre now, because taking the 1/8 off. So I'm just taking really that 1/8 off the edge here. I'm going a bit wonky, but hopefully that will make that work a little bit better. Hopefully now. So I'll try that again. So I'd make it 6 inches from top to bottom, and then 5/8 in your width, and that will just help to pull it. You're not going to see this, what I've done, so I'm not worried about that. And then try again with that one. So that one's coming off, hoping that this will work now. Doing it. Still going a bit too. Okay, hopefully it will work out when it's goes on the top, and then I'll put that right, and so there will be one there. That's it, yeah. And then I'm going to put glue on the outside now. This one. And then that will glue down. So I've got to get this right. So two of them will be 6 by 6. So that will be a front panel and your back panel. So they'll both be 6 by 6. But the 2 internal ones, to make it stand better, it needs to be that 5/8. It's going okay, and it's coming off. Need it to come off. I might stick some little bars in there to make it stand where I want it to stand now, because it's not behaving the way I want it to behave. Right, so my koala then. So I'm going to stick my koala on with the balloons. Stick him. So stick him down here, and we'll have koala coming down here as well, and then we'll have his speech bubble coming off to say happy birthday there as well. And then we've got some buntings, so I'm going to put some buntings going across the top. So it looks as though just put some there. Let's see. I did do 2 of those. There we go. So let's get that coming to the edge actually, and then I can do that one at the top. Put a bit of glue on either end. I can just make that and curve that enough down there, and maybe I'll put some added ones now. Will it? Can I reach across? Let's see if this will. Each across. Shall I just put some going across there? Might just put that balance in across there, so just get some little bit there, so just kind of balance going on those two. Just might need to hold that a second or two to I'm gonna have to hold it up so that let's put that there. Probably might put some buntings going across the bottom on here. Took some underneath there and maybe underneath there. Yeah, so I think put that underneath. Put that in there. Okay, I did put some on there. Put up more on. So just like that. And then where's the other one gone? So let's see. I might just join that. I think I will. So I'm just joining these two together so that it'll stretch. So and then pop that. There we go. So I think can't see his candles properly. So what I'm going to do is get a piece of my my Bermuda Bay for support. Let's see, I'm just going to get some scraps, so it's only going to be scraps, so I'm just looking in my Bermuda Bay for something that's thin, because I just want to support that, because it's going back like that and I don't want them to. I'm going to use some support. I'm going to pop that out of the way. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's quite big enough. Right, so let's turn my, oops, get off. So I'm going to do it 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and another 1/2 inch. Just going to work this out as I'm going along. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that and perhaps have it. Let's see how much I want. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's have a look at that. What is that? That is 3.5 virtually. Just over 3.5. So what was that? So I would score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch. Then you want to score at 3.5. Mine, because there's already a score in this, it's going to take it slightly over. So I will score mine and then tell you how to do it from the piece. Okay, so you'd have a piece that is 4.5. You'd score at half 1 inch, and then you'd score at 3.5 and 4. And then we're just going to concertina those pieces like that, so they purely be concertinaed like that. I'm going to then stick it to support that one there, and I'm going to do the same on that one. Oh, and I've stuck them on the wrong one. That's not helped, has it? Yeah, that shouldn't be stuck on there. That should be stuck on the next one along. I've gone wrong, haven't I? Oh dear. And that's, I'm not going to attempt to, or will it? Will it come off again? I thought there was too many at that side. Oh dear. I stuck it on the wrong bit. Shouldn't have been stuck on that bit. Oh dear. Some days you just have disasters, and today is one of those days. So it should have been stuck on the next one. I wonder it's misbehaving. Will it work on that one? Have I done it wrong on the outside? Oh dear. I see what's gone wrong with my theory. Oh dear. And I don't know whether this will do it again. Oh dear. Disaster upon disaster. Oh, and now I've tore it all. So I can't rectify it because I've just tore the DSP and I don't know. Where did I tear it? Oh, it might work. It might work. Let's see. Let's move that out of the way and come down with it. Being very careful. Right, okay. Now, because what I've done is I've stuck this side down, I needed to have stuck the other side down. So this is going to be very tricky to show you, but I'm going to have to go in and stick the other side down. And that's why I've not got even. It's because that should have been stuck down. So I'll try and show you what I'm meaning. Okay, so because it's not wanting to stick now, I'm going to have to stick more glue down it. Right. And it's because I didn't stick it down first doing it, this has ruined this. I was trying to be clever and do it all in one, but right, that's why it didn't work. Because if you can see, this side here I stuck down to it, then this side needs sticking down. It seems to be, let's see, oh come on, I'm going to have to peg it. I'm going to have to get some pegs in there, so just bear with me because it won't hold. I have some little pegs that will help me with this, so hopefully I'll peg it all, hopefully it'll work. And I'll see if then I need to do those pieces. Okay, so peg those in there, and I've got two little things, and I need to glue it onto that one now. So this is going to be very, very difficult to show you, which means basically I need to make another one. See, that one is going on to there. So hopefully that'll go on to there now. Come on. Come on. Yep. And it looks then it needs it. No, it's still. Still messing around. Pull that off. Okay, and then that one. Doesn't work out, does it? But that one looks as though it's all right on that one, so I'll pop it on that one. And on that one. So put the recipe on there. That's coming away a lot better, but it still needs that support, so it does need this support. So I am going to put that bit of glue on there. It will just help. I'm going to push it down that you can't. Just going to be there, gives it that little bit more support, and I'm going to do one for the bottom as well. So I'm just using scraps. I'll just measure because this looks as though it's the same width. It is 3/4, just over 3/4, but 3/4 of an inch. So if you use 3/4 of an inch, so you get 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to do 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and then it was, I think it was 3.5. Oh, I've cut it now, so this is going to be smaller. So I'm just going to do 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. So it as long as you do your 1/2 inches, so this will just be a smaller piece, so it will work as well. Just going to concertina that. It's just going to push that bit out at the bottom. See how it's coming in like that? By putting this in, it's going to support that and make it come further forward. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. You do have disaster days. It's all part of the design process. There. Just roughly put it in the middle. Put it. I'm going to hold it there for a second or two because I want it there. So it will support it now. So can you see how it's lifted it? It looks as though my doing the way I've done it, thinking that it'd work out that way, it's not. It's not worked out at all like that. Don't know, I'm going to leave that off. Okay, and then we could decorate that with some gems. Let's see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have found the 9th one, so I need to stick my 9th one on because you should always have an odd number. So I think I'll just stick one there. That's it. And where's my... Take your pick tool now. Losing everything again. There we go. Get my putty on this. And just stick it there. Okay. There we go. So you can't see my candles now unless you're looking up from above. So that I did need to have put my cupcake lower down. So don't think I can fetch that off to put it lower down. So that disaster. But you get the principle, what I'm trying to show you. So it's, I would actually now make a box to fit this in, because with putting those added bits on, pushing that forward, you could do it. Let's see, I can do that. So you can, if you put it sideways, so you're just flapping it sideways, it will. So if you flap them sideways, it will flatten down. Then you bring it up again and you put your support pieces, pushing them back in the middle again, and they will support it for a Dharmarama card. So it will be loved by the recipient anyway. They won't see the faults, they're only 2. Right, thank you very much for watching. Sorry that's turned a bit of a disaster. I should have made a prototype fully and I didn't. I thought in my head it'd work out and it didn't quite work out, but you get the principle. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate it. Stay safe, stay well. God bless. Bye for now.